So just got back from Savannah, and I was going to start doing my build series of the build of the room downstairs, my studio, my YouTube studio. I don't know exactly how much footage I got of this, but I'm gonna try to piece together a pretty good build of it, so you can see it from like start to finish, and then we'll start fresh with adding new stuff to the studio. So hope you guys are doing well today. Today is Friday. Yeah, today's Friday, and I have 3 more days off before I have to go back to work. Normally when I go on vacation, I try to at least get, I don't know, I need at least like 3 or 4 days afterwards, like have a vacation from my vacation. So I'm gonna use that a couple days to get reset. Vacation was really good. Went down to Hilton Head and Savannah. I'll probably make a vlog just kind of showing some of that stuff down. It's a very beautiful area. If you've never been to Hilton Head or Savannah, Georgia, really nice. Hilton Head is in South Carolina. If you don't know where that is, I just kind of assumed that you knew where that was at. So yeah, let's get down to the basement. I'm gonna show y'all where we started at, and maybe we may get to halfway of the renovations. And here are the puppies. They're just sleeping. Hey, little puppies, y'all sleeping? Yeah, they're just kind of sleeping in there. And then the kitty's just hanging out. Little kitty, he's just you lazy. I've already pulled a cardinal sin. It's 3 days after the new year, and I still got my Christmas decorations up. Let's see how long they last. All right, so quick preview before I start kind of tearing everything down. I've gotten some stuff in already, so it looks a little bit messy, but all this stuff is going to come out. I only have one night to work because this is my off night, and I'm on I'm on an outlet schedule, so I'm gonna try to get as much done as possible. So what I like to get done today is I like to get most of the stuff off the floor, and then I want to start pulling up the carpet because the carpet is coming up. This is carpet tile, so it should be pretty simple to pull all that stuff up. But once I get everything kind of into the room, either in the room or in the garage, I can start seeing exactly what I'm going to do with the space. I'm also going to clean the walls off. I'm gonna pull all the stuff off the walls. I am going to be painting the walls. I don't think I'm going to paint the ceiling, but I am going to paint the walls. So this is just the beginning stages of it. It looks crazy right now, but you know, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. All right, so I got all of the carpet tiles up. The carpet tiles was a little bit harder to get up than what I had expected, but it wasn't too bad. It's very echoey in here. So hopefully once I get the flooring down, and then I get all of my stuff in here, it won't be as echoey. But if I have to, I'll put just a rug down just to keep the echo down while I'm filming. But overall, it's doing pretty good. I am going to have to order another light for this side. Just kind of realized that as I was doing this. I had it in the plan, but I didn't. I just forgot to order it, so I have to get that done. But so I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the plans that I had for this space, and I did actually create a 3D render on a website. I put the website down here so y'all can see where it is, but I just made like a little quick 3D render of what I felt like the room needed to be, you know, the vibe. And I wanted to get a general layout of what I wanted before I just kind of went in and started like putting stuff in different places, because that's kind of how I did it last time. That's why it ended up being like a hodgepodge type of space. So I really implore you to, if you're going to be doing your room or you're going to be doing a space, just kind of plan it out. Even if you just write it out on a piece of paper, draw it out. But this website that I use is pretty good to give me a really good visual, because I'm a visual guy. So I want to really see what the colors did, you know, what everything kind of looked together, where I could put furniture, where the furniture was going to be, how big the furniture was going to be in the room. So I'll show you some of those renders, and then you can kind of see the final product, and it's pretty close to what the renders was. But it's all coming together. The first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and try to get all of the walls prepped and painted. I still have to pull all this stuff down off of this wall. I'm gonna leave the TV mounted for right now. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with the TV. I'd rather leave it where it is, so I won't have to remount it. I actually may be able to move it over to the other one. I've got 2 TV mounts right there, so I may just move it over to the other one to kind of push it over that way. And then I got to take these panels off the wall, paint this wall. But yeah, it's all come together. Oh, also one more thing I got to do that I almost forgot about. So this wall is going to have some shelving on it So I took all the stuff out of this little cubby hole, and I'm just gonna cover that up. I gotta take that receptacle out of there and pull all those cables out. So I'm gonna try to get that done tonight as well. That way I can get this wall painted too. So it's coming together slowly but surely. All right, so I have got some of the walls painted. I'm going with this, I don't know, cyber gray color or whatever it's called. It's a little bit lighter color. I don't know exactly how it's going to look when it's dry, because you can see it's still kind of wet. I think this part is dry, so it's going to look pretty much like this. I thought this was going to have a little bit more sheen to it, so I'm really happy with the matte finish that it has. But yeah, overall it's going pretty good. I still have to do this back wall here and then also this wall here, but I've got a lot of sheetrock work to do with here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of sheetrock here. I'm going to have to mount some, like, I don't know, wood pieces down and then put the sheetrock in there and then kind of patch up the entire hole. So yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together a little bit. I got to finish this little wall out, and I think I'm going to call it a night down here, just because I think I've gotten to a pretty good stopping point. I did order something for this back wall, and I'll let y'all know what that is when it comes in. Okay, I'm kind of making an executive decision here. So I'm going to put these kind of panels right here, and I think I'm going to try to make them like 3 across, all the way across here, because my desk, the desk is going to come up to about right here, so you won't be able to see behind it, at least like most of it. So the desk could be here, it'll go all the way across, so this will be like all the way across here, which will leave me this much space to put, I'm probably going to do like a shelf here, and then I'll have like some RGB lights up here at the top that I've already purchased. And then also in the middle of the black, I'll probably have like a neon sign or something in between the neon sign, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So we're gonna have the black going all the way across here. It's gonna look really cool with the lights. It's also gonna continue over here until I get whatever it's gonna go over here, which you'll see a little bit later. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna have this coming over here. There's gonna be the desk is gonna also come along this wall. I'm probably gonna stop about here-ish. These lines are because the wall is still wet. I just painted it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go ahead and I believe attach this part to the wall, just to see how it looks. I can always just take this off. It's not a big deal if it doesn't work out, but I'm gonna get this all the way across and see how it looks. I do still have to paint the rest of this because I didn't paint that because I got to finish this part of it. But I wanted to get this wall done. That was the goal today, was to get this wall pretty much done, except the RGB lights is gonna go up here. All right, so I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, so I actually ran out of adhesive for this. So I'm gonna pause this and I'll pick it back up the next time. But this is probably gonna go around on this wall, and I'm gonna finish it up when I get some more adhesive. So all in all, looking pretty good. I got this wall pretty much done. I got some touch up that I still gotta do around here. I gotta paint the top part of that. So I'll get that done. When I come back down here, I think I'm gonna leave the sound panels over here. I painted over a couple of them, but I'll just replace those. But I think I'm gonna leave the sound panels on this side, just to kind of help with the echo a little bit. You can probably tell a little bit that it's echoey in here. But yeah, it's coming. It is coming together. It's coming together. All right, so I got the rest of the panels up on this wall. It's a little bit longer on this side because in my mind, I feel like the desk is going to come out to here. It's going to go up against the wall, and then this desk is going to be up against that one, so it's going to be a little bit longer. So we'll see how that works out with the desk. I can cut these panels in half if I need to make them fit, to make them perfect. But on the side of this, the way that it kind of worked out is right soon as that end, I'm gonna have this whole panel of walls It's gonna be filled with boxwood panels, so that's kind of like the grass looking panels. I'm gonna have an awesome sign in the middle, hopefully, if it all works out. Then I'm also gonna have a sign either here or it's gonna be up here, depends on how much space I got for the desk. But overall, it's going pretty good. It's in the morning time. I just got off of work. I'm still on third shift right now, so I'm trying to get at least something done every day. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. So that right there is for the projector. There's a projector up inside of there. I may leave it because I wanted to leave that just in case I were to sell this house. That'll be installed. But the only way for me to get that out of the wall is to cut the cords, which means I don't have to throw the thing away. So I don't know. We'll figure that out later on, but I'm kind of liking it. It's coming together. All right, so next thing on the docket is covering this up. It looks like crap over here, man. So what I had to do was I had a receptacle right here where I used to plug in like my audio video equipment to my projector, which is coming down. Then I had a hole back there for all the cables and stuff to go through. So I'm just gonna cover this entire hole up. So the way that I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna put like a little 2x4 right here and right here, and then I'm gonna cut a piece of drywall and put it on top of there, drill it in, and that's gonna be it. And then I'm gonna cover it up. So hopefully that works out. I think it's gonna work out pretty good as long as I can cut my sheetrock in the right direction. So let's go ahead and cut the boards, and then we'll get the sheetrock cut. All right, so I got my 2x4s. I don't know if those are 2x4s. I think maybe that's a 1x2. Anyway, I got my piece of wood in there. I'm gonna take these pieces of wood out that's in there, and then I'm gonna put my piece of sheetrock on. Hopefully this works out. I think it's gonna work out pretty good. All right, so I got my initial spackling done. I hate spackling, it's the worst thing ever. It looks a little bit messy now, but that'll dry white, and then I'll go in, I'll sand it, and then I have to do another coat and make it all nice and smooth. But that didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna take. It took me about maybe 45 minutes to do it all. And I got that done. So after I'm done with the spackling and the and all of the sanding and all that stuff, and I have that nice and smooth, I can actually finish painting the wall. So I can paint that, I can paint the rest of that, and then I don't know about the doors, if I'm going to paint the doors the same color or if I'm going to paint them back black. So I have to do that as well. But I'm almost done with the walls, and once we get done with the walls, we can start on the floors. So I ordered all of my flooring, and I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. So maybe over the weekend, I'll be able to start on the flooring if I can get all of the walls and stuff done. All right, so I just kind of was floating around some ideas over here. So I'm gonna be putting these boxwood panels. They're like just little square, look like, I don't know, grass, trees, whatever, panels up here. And I'm gonna put I've got a neon sign hopefully coming. That's gonna go in the center of it. So I was thinking about making the boxwood panels come over to the edge here, but I don't have enough to fill the whole wall over here. I can always get some more, but right now I'm working with 12. So I'm trying to think if I should make it longer and go all the way down to the floor, or should I make it wider and kind of go over there closer to the edge of this right here. So my desk is going to come out a little bit past here. So what I might do is put the desk up here and then see what this gap is and just make another panel of these over here, or I may just put a whole panel on. Maybe it's just be easier to put a whole panel on and then put the boxwood panels on the side of that. But there still will be a little bit of strip of wall back there. It's kind of my issue that I'm thinking about. So I don't know. Options right now are to put up the boxwood panels in the center of the room, build out and see what I have, and then I can always go back and add more. And I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do. So I'm literally waiting on paint to dry right now. I got that hole covered over there, and then I painted the wall. I'm gonna have to put another coat or two on the wall, so I'm waiting on it to dry so I can coat it up again. But while I'm doing that, I'm gonna be trying to get this done. All right, so it's about 5:30 in the morning. I went and slept for a couple hours just to kind of let all the paint and stuff get done. You can still see a little bit of some lines in the paint. You can't see it, you see it on the camera, but you don't really see it in person. There's gonna be some stuff on this wall, so you're not gonna really see that. Got gotta stay tuned for what that's gonna look like. But I think I'm ready to go ahead and start installing the floor. I did vinyl flooring before, this premium vinyl snapping whatever flooring. So hopefully it works out. I may be a little rusty. I'm probably not gonna get it all done today. So I'm just gonna try to get done with as much as possible. Hopefully I can get like maybe 50% of the room done. That way I can move all the stuff that's over here, because I just couldn't take that. I didn't have anywhere to put that table. So I'm gonna clean that off once I get up to that point, and then I move the table over here, just out of the way, and then I can finish this floor. Also, this is the color flooring I decided to go with. It's kind of a darker wood. It matches the wood upstairs and also the floors in the office in there. It's not an exact match to the office wood floors, but it's close enough where you won't be able to tell the difference. So I'm probably going to end up redoing the floor in the office at some point, and I'll just extend this all the way, into that room. That way it's cohesive downstairs. All right, so I did put together the 3 drawers. I don't know if I'm gonna have the drawers facing this way or that way. I'll figure that out later. But I am gonna have one end that's gonna have some adjustable legs. So I'm gonna put those on. I didn't order the risers like I was supposed to, so I just went and got these little bed risers, and they're just gonna work for now, just to bring it up. I don't know if that's going to be tall enough, or if it's going to be too tall, or if it's going to be short. So these are 6 inches. The ones I ordered were 4 inches. So I just want to kind of get a feel for everything. I'm gonna put the tabletop over here, and then I have to figure out this one over here. I think I'm just going to slide that over enough to where I can get this on, and then I can put my adjustable legs up. So let's do that. So these are some of the RGB lights I'm gonna use. I've got these triangles, and then I've also got these Y lights. I don't know exactly how I'm going to put them up yet, but I'm gonna try to do some on this wall and some on this wall. I've got a little bit extra space on this wall, so what I may do is put one of the Ys kind of over in this area, and then maybe I can do some triangles here and then here with 2 kind of different patterns, or I may do the same pattern, who knows. And then I'll do another Y over here just to kind of tie in both sides. So I've done quite a bit in here. I haven't filmed a lot of it just because I've been trying to just get it done. Still gotta work through my desk and get all this stuff. But I got something cool here that I'm gonna put up here on the wall. So I'm gonna get that unboxed. It's by Crazy Neon. Crazy Neon, so you know it's a neon light. So we'll get that up, and I'm gonna try to get everything done tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last. I think I can get everything done that I need to finish up tomorrow, and then I may have a couple small things to do on Thursday. But it's looking pretty decent right now. All right, so I got my table, my main table, kind of cleaned off a little bit, so it's shaping up. I'm focused today on getting like these small projects done. That way I can start cleaning up the cables and start cleaning up the room and just making it where I can actually enjoy for a couple days at least. I got this project I'm about to do. So I got this pegboard that used to be over here in that corner. So I'm gonna put that up on this wall in this like empty space right here. Okay, so I wanted to put some RGB lights behind it, some Gobi lights. So I got a 9-foot strip I'm gonna try to put on there, but I didn't want to put it directly on the wall. So what I did was I got some black poster board, and I put some black gaff tape on it, and I'm gonna mount this to the wall, okay? And then I'm gonna mount the Gobi strips to it, and then I'm gonna mount these on top of the black border right there. And we'll see how this is gonna work out. That way, if I don't like the lights, all I gotta do is take the poster board off, and you know, it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna try to get that done pretty quick. But hopefully that shouldn't take me that long, hopefully.